Hello, world.
Hello.
I'm Chris Pirillo. This is my daughter, Jedi. And we were planning on playing with this portable game console. Oh, you're playing Adventure! That's my favorite Atari game of all time! I can't believe it. She just instinctively picked up the controller and started playing before this video started to stream live. We're doing this for my patrons, if you're a patron of mine, on chrispirillo.com or geekfamilyfun.com. We got this last night, and I handed it to her, and I said, do you want to play video games? But you'll have to share this with Daddy. And I'm talking specifically about what she's holding on to that you can't see. This, the Atari Flashback Portable, Ultimate Classic Portable Player. I've got some thoughts on that. We've only had it for a few hours, really. Less than 24 hours. And it's a fun idea. No doubt about that. You know that I am a retro game fan, although we used to call them games, video games. And Jedi's been having fun right now, avoiding being eaten by a dragon, even though she's not really looking at the screen. Oh, yeah? Whoa, you're doing better than Daddy. Dad has found the invisible dot in Adventure as well. So I've had the flashback systems in the past. This one jumped out at me because it's portable, specifically. It comes with 60 built-in games, so it's not the best flashback console that they've released. However, what I like about the idea is that you can take things wherever you go. The games, really. And yeah, there is a... she's trying to touch the screen. It's not a touch screen device, but she's trying to touch the screen. I do have the Atari game app on my smartphone and tablet, but this is a dedicated console, a portable console, gaming console that I would have loved as a kid, and that I could feel that I would be able to hand to Jedi, and she wouldn't necessarily ruin anything. I could give her this tiny little controller, the screen. What are you playing, baby? Here, why don't you just flip through the menu? Oh, this one?
This one.
Okay. Okay. There you go. Play. Play video games. I'm going to start her with the classics, and these are the classics for me. Simple games, casual games, by today's standards. Oh, are you setting it up there? She's setting it up so it stands on its own, or ish, stands on its own against the box. She wants it to stand against the box. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping this. I have contacted support to ask a few questions in relation to the Atari Flashback portable console. Yes. Can I hold it? Oh, okay, you can hold it then, Jedi. You can't necessarily see it from that box shot necessarily. Can I use the word necessarily one more time in the sentence? There is a slot there, an SD card slot, where you can allegedly load Atari games through to be able to play those Atari games on this particular piece of hardware. Unfortunately, every single SD card that I used that was allegedly compatible from a variety of manufacturers at a variety of sizes, following the directions, none of them worked. And other people have apparently complained about the same thing, and that, to me, really diminishes the value of the Atari Flashback Portable. I can't get a lot of the games that I want to play. What, baby? Oh, you want to use the box to set it up? She's leaning the console up against the box again. Another disappointment for this particular portable is that they don't have any kind of paddle mechanism, not like a dial, which they could have included. And that I would have appreciated. Because playing games like Circus Atari, which happens to be built in, or even Tempest, really needs a finer control. Breakout is impossible. Millipede is barely possible with the directional thumb pad. I'd rather have some kind of a dial mechanism, and to me, they'd be able to get around that by, putting the dial like at the bottom somewhere, like here, where you could just dial it back and forth with one hand and then fire with the other, or like a thumb, using it as a thumb, or maybe even on the side, some kind of dial that would allow it to play like a paddle. So that limits its value to an extreme degree for me, certainly for the price. It's fun. It is pretty neat. I gotta tell you, it is pretty neat to play something like these Atari games, specifically on this console. But I don't know. I thought this was going to be Jedi's first video game console, but I don't know if this is going to be it now. waiting to hear back from support, but I'm not sure we're going to hold on to this. If only because of the 2 limitations that I mentioned that I believe are rather large limitations. Moreover, Christopher Miller has offered to send his original Game Boy, like the Game Boy, the monochromatic Game Boy. He's, I guess, not using it anymore, and I think that might be a fun first game console for Jedi. We do have a few Game Boy cartridges. It all started, by the way, when one of those subscription box places sent me the Space Invaders Game Boy cartridge. I had a Game Boy. I sold my Game Boy and all the cartridges that I had for it years ago so I could get a Game Gear. I had a Game Gear. I was one of the owners of like 10 of us on the planet who had a Game Gear. And I haven't really, or had not really played a lot of Game Boy games until later when they released the GBA, the Game Boy Advanced, and then I kind of got excited again. And so I still have this Game Boy Advance, and I like this is the SP, by the way. Nice little model there. And I kept it. I wasn't playing it for years, and then they sent this, and if you didn't know, you can insert a Game Boy cartridge into the Game Boy Advance SP and play it. Okay, you want to play it. All right, can I hit start for you? Space Invaders. Here we go. You are now playing Space Invaders. So maybe this may be her first game console. This is probably small enough for her, but I think the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, may work better. It's a little bigger, it's a little bulkier, so she might drop it, I suppose. But I don't have another Game Boy Advance. It's the right size for her. This little clamshell unit, but she's already done playing Space Invaders there. Kimberly Johns wound up finding other Tetris games that I did not have, and that would include Tetris DX, Tetris DX, Tetris Attack. These are all Game Boy, original Game Boy games. Tetris 2, and then Chris Miller also found the original Tetris Game Boy cartridge, which I did not have. Kimberly also sent this one, a couple of arcade classics, Asteroids and Missile Command. I enjoyed Missile Command on the Atari. And then Dr. Mario. I enjoyed Dr. Mario probably more on the Nintendo Entertainment System, more so than on the Game Boy, but I still had the Game Boy cartridge for Dr. Mario. So I found this one. I'm thinking about going and looking for classic Game Boy cartridges, games that I never played, certainly if they're affordable, and possibly even Game Boy Advance games that I did not play if they are somewhat affordable, especially the Star Wars games. I'll probably be very, very interested in. Now, speaking of the Nintendo Entertainment System, this may be Jedi's first game console. I don't know yet. I have not yet even held on to it. It's not yet been removed from the boxes. Jedi starts kicking over cabinets here. This was sent to us by Millionaire 2K. Thank you. One of the Star Wars Christmas droids ended up building it, apparently. You know, the Star Wars Christmas droids that you might listen to on the Star Wars Christmas album. It's true. They build toys. These droids build little toys for all the good girls and boys. Jedi is referring to the little Lego laptop, which for some reason she loves. Can I get it open for you? Maybe. I want to show Can I show everybody? Okay. There's the little Lego laptop. I have it on my home office Lego set that someone designed and that I built. It's sitting over there. Should I show you? I'll show you. Might as well now, because what's the point of not showing you? I don't have a little baby minifigure in there, or a Diana figure yet, but it was done before they were even here. So there, a little bit of a inception for you. She's going to play with Lego a lot. Oh, you want me to set it down? Be careful, baby. It's not really to play with, this one. It's to look at. Yeah, who are those? Oh, yeah? Well, they're little dogs. Those are supposed to be Wicket and Pixie. Wicket and Pixie, that is correct. So I'm going to open this for the first time. This may be what she plays with. This was Diana's first console, by the way. Oh, yeah? Well, you can if you want. It's up to you, really. So what do you think Jedi's first game console should be? This video is just showing you some of the stuff we've picked up over the past little while, really the past week or so. But what do you think Jedi's first console should be? I've got my feelings, like I said. Let me hold on to these, baby. Daddy needs to hold these. These are a couple of figures that we can't open. We've got to keep in the box. We've got to keep them in good condition because I paid too much for them, and I'm looking to either trade or sell for what I paid for them. I paid scalper prices, unfortunately, but I needed them. The Iwi and Pixie are there. That is correct. the 3.75-inch Black Series exclusives, the Scarif Stormtroopers. So I got two, one to open and one to keep in the box, but now I don't need either one of these because I have more affordable alternatives. So if you need one or are willing to trade for other modern troopers or whatnots, let me know. Back to the unboxing of the NES Classic Edition. Have not plugged this in. Am excited about this, if only because that's when we got our Nintendo as it was a Christmas gift. And I don't think we have video of that, but wow, this is really... It does sit in the palm of your hand. It has an HDMI connection on the back, controllers. They don't have cable extenders, and I guess that's an issue with this particular product, but there are third-party cable extenders. Jedi is currently fascinated by my little Lego minifigure. Who is that? Who is that? Who does it look like? Does it look like Daddy?
Yeah.
Well, it should, because it is Daddy. Unlike Robin from the Batman minifigure series that they just released, who also kind of looks like Daddy. I don't know, maybe I'll replace that Daddy with this Daddy. I don't know yet. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? That was on my coffee mug this morning. Darth Vader. It says, "Who's your daddy?" You'd have to watch the vlogs to know. Which are now primarily being published to those who do support me on GeekFamilyFun.com. This cable is short. Wow. I sat about this far away from the Nintendo anyway. Like, we plugged it into a computer monitor, and we sat, like, this far away from it. Like I was sitting this close to the screen, like, when I played the Nintendo. So this would have been just fine back then. Yeah, I think they could have gone for a longer cord. Same connector, I believe. It's been so long. I don't plan on picking up any Nintendo cartridges outright, because I think I'm going to be pretty well served by this for now. I believe that, as I show you the box once again, and keep Jedi from playing with something she should not be playing with. Do you want to play with... What is that? What is it? What is it?
Slinky.
Slinky. She likes the Slinky. You even got a Slinky in your stocking. I have not done the Christmas video yet. I haven't edited it. It needs to be edited. I also have to do my Christmas haul video. Just have not had time to even do any of the things that I'm talking about right now. Whoa, what? Are you having fun with that? Really? You're just having all sorts of fun and making messes. That's what you're supposed to do as a kid. So this has got a ton of the games that I would want it to have. Including many that I played with. Who is that? That's the Emperor's Royal Guard. That's right. I think he looks better with his helmet on. Thank you. The time that we got our Nintendo or our NES, we had Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Kid Icarus, of course, Super Mario Brothers. Never beat Super Mario Brothers. Beat Zelda, both missions. Beat Zelda 2. Don't think we ever had it. I played it at a friend's house. Oh, can I hold on to this? It's a tiny accessory. Keep that in his hand if we can. Let's go ahead and let him continue to hold it. Just for now. Yeah. So do you want to tell anybody about that? If you do want to talk to everybody out there right now, you got to come to this side. You talk to people over here. You can sit on Daddy's lap and talk to them. Is that okay? Okay, you want to sit down? Sit down on Daddy's lap then. You can come around.
Sit down.
You want to sit down there?
Yeah.
Okay, you sit down there. So this one comes with a lot of the games that I didn't have, and many of the games that I did and would want to get, so you have to pardon. Well, they're still there. They're represented as Wicket and Pixie. That's not really Wicket and Pixie. You know Wicket and Pixie are downstairs, right? Those are just representations. Just like this is a representation of Daddy. Yeah, Daddy. He's retro. He's very small. He's small to begin with, and he's so old that he has to push his glasses up over his head so he can read. This comes with a balloon fight. Chair? Oh, Daddy's sitting in a chair? Bubble Bobble. Maybe played that once or twice. Castlevania, played it. Castlevania 2, beat it within a day. Donkey Kong, liked Donkey Kong. Played better when Mommy sat down. That's what she's requesting. Donkey Kong Jr., enjoyed it. Double Dragon 2, don't think I ever played that. Dr. Mario, loved. Excitebike, kind of played it. Final Fantasy, never played. Galaga, played it. I can't remember if I played it on Nintendo or the NES specifically. Ghosts and Goblins, played it on the NES, had a difficult time with it, never beat it. Gradius, one of my favorite Konami games of all time. Ice Climber, enjoyed. Kid Icarus, beat it, loved it. Kirby's Adventure, played it, don't remember beating it. Mario Brothers, played it. Mega Man 2, I don't think I ever played Mega Man. Any of the Mega Man. Maybe once or twice, but I don't think I ever beat one. Metroid, beat, but I needed codes. Ninja Gaiden, played it. Remember that being advertised. Pac-Man, of course, played it. Punch-Out, played it. Never enjoyed it. Star Tropics, thank you, baby, for handing me a stuffed Darth Vader. I'm going to put there. Super C, I think I played that one. I want to say that was another Konami game. And thank you. Got another Darth Vader there. Got any more for me? Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, 3. Tecmo Bowl, never played it that I know. No, maybe I played Tecmo Bowl once. I didn't really get into the sporting games. Another Darth Vader stuff. Did you know that they had a lot of Darth Vader stuffed, I don't know if I'd want to say animals, stuffed Sithimals? Thank you. This one's a backpack. Doubles as a backpack. Thank you very much. Comes with Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. I enjoyed both of those games. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I think we are going to need to get the third-party extenders. Look how short this cable is, hon.
Wow.
Like, Jedi is taller than this cable. Yeah. So my feeling is this. My feeling is that we're going to have fun with this. I don't think we're going to be able to stream or record anything because Nintendo is very touchy about their intellectual property, specifically when it comes to putting content out there that is owned by them.
It's tiny.
We're talking about having to clean up a poopy mess that the dogs made in my virtual home office. No, she's talking about Wicket and Pixie there, hon. The look of shock on Diana's face there.
Oh, I see
this
the
horror.
poopies right there.
No, that's not a poopy. That's the base for the chair.
Oh.
It goes right there. It's not the poop. Hang on. Let me just ask a question. Even if you were to use your imagination, has poop ever come out like this
That was
for you?
behind the dogs.
Well, yeah, the chair is behind the dogs.
Ew, poopy.
So my feeling is this. Nintendo is going to... My guess, I don't know. I don't have any insight. They have no idea who I am. What, baby? Of course I want that. What is it? Well, Han Solo may be inside that Stormtrooper uniform, but let's not twist off its head to find out, because I don't think its head twists off. Well, then you can hold on to it, but you have your own Stormtroopers to twist off, if you want to. Pop off their heads. Not that one, not that one. Honey, 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 honey. Careful. Be gentle. Be gentle. What has a Stormtrooper ever done to you?
Careful. They should have made it wireless.
What, the Stormtrooper?
No, the Nintendo.
No, actually, wireless would not be a great idea. I don't mind the cable. Just don't trip over it.
No.
That'll be a key. So my feeling, getting back to this thought, is that they'll release another one of these, an update to it next year, like they did with the Atari Flashback consoles, with 40 games, or 50 games, or 60 games, and that'll be even better, and of course we'll replace it, because this is actually... You know, for the price, getting 30 games in one is a pretty amazing deal. I'd rather have something like this than have to deal with the cartridges, apart from collectible value. You know, I would collect the Star Wars cartridges, but beyond that, I don't know. I'm not sure. But very happy to have seen this. So now I've shown you at least 3, quote-unquote, retro, newish consoles, or gaming systems. I will ask the question once again, which one, even if it's not any of these, do you think Jedi should experience first? My feeling is Atari. What? Uh-oh. Well, what did you do? Wait. Where's the... Okay, let's be careful about these small pieces. Daddy has to take them away. And he's going to put them over here. Okay, can I do that? I'm going to put it right behind the new Disney Elite Series Darth Vader figure. Superposable. Really nice detail, honestly. Not perfect. Kind of like the Jin one that she just got from Disney. This one we got. This is from Santa Claus, I think, or
it looks shiny.
One of the toy droids. He's shiny in all the right places, right?
Like his helmet's all shiny.
That's what I'm saying. And all that's not funny. Why would that be funny?
Why would you even say in all the right places?
Why would you even say shiny?
Because his helmet and his neck and his necklace.
That's not a necklace.
Okay. His chain.
Chain. Thank you. For his cloak, hon. Necklace.
Sorry.
What do you,
I wasn't thinking.
I'm going to come in here and you're going to hang charms off that thing, aren't you? So, what are your thoughts? Classic game consoles. Anything else I should take a look at before I return one of these things? I'm going to hold on to this one. We're going to be playing this one. This one already has good reviews, and the other one, not willing to take the risk yet. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, having fun with us as we live stream a little bit of our family life for everybody. You want to talk about the ring? Well, then come over here and talk about the ring. Show everybody the ring. Just don't lose it, please. Can you come show them? Come here, baby. Come here and show them. Okay, well, then sit down. Come here, baby. Baby, sit down here. Come here. I want you to help end this video. Please? Please come to Daddy? Okay, let's put this on. Come here, put it on. You want to put it on? You don't want to put it on?
Turn the lights off.
Come here. We'll turn the lights off, and then come back. You guys got it. You stay tuned for this. You have to. It's adorbs. This was sent to us too. If she doesn't, then Daddy's going to have to here. Come here, baby. Baby, you don't want to do this? Baby? No, we're going to keep the light off. Daddy's on. Okay, fine. They're mouse ears that have... ow, the Death Star. Boy, you do not want to put that directly on your temples. Death Stars, X-Wings, TIE Fighters, and they float there. Do you want to wear these? Look, oh, and they beam a light onto the ceiling. Like, the light escapes through the top, so Jedi's now looking up at the ceiling. She sees the flashing lights up there with it. This has nothing to do with retro gaming or classic game consoles or games consoles or first consoles, but it's fun.
It's cool.
And it's technology, and it's collectible. This is the only thing here I think I've shown that might be collectible, minus the individual cartridges. So, thank you for turning the light back on. I really didn't want to show my face with this on my head, but that's okay. I've done worse. I love you. I appreciate you, but at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices.